け翼。
ここのみんなに見せつけてやる。
ハイボールは任せてくれよ。パスから流れをつかむぞ。
How's it going, everyone? I'm Suckle, and this is my debut video working with T.Ken Tsubasa as a narrator. Today, we are going to take a look at the new players featured in the Catalonia debut banner, Tsubasa, Luikal, and Grandios. Alright, shall we get started? Ike! Tsubasa Ozura. Tsubasa Ozura Mini Stadium Miracle lost his position to Rivaul and was bumped down to the second team for the first time. Determined to meet the coach's challenge of getting 10 goals and 10 assists in a single season, he showed overwhelming ability, roused the crowd, and became Catalonia's B's ace. Tsubasa is an agility-type Japanese attacking midfielder that plays for the Spanish club Catalunya B. New club Tsubasa comes with 4 hidden abilities: Bond, plus 1.5% stats with 3 or more club players, Stamina cost down, minus 20% less stamina when using special skills, Recover, 80% reduction to stun time. We will briefly explain how broken is Recover for the benefit for those new to the game. Normally, a player will be stunned for a short while after passing the ball away or losing a matchup. Recover negates that, and players with this ability recover almost immediately, extremely useful for defensive players. Lastly, snow cover resistance for serious PvE action. For his skill set, Tsubasa is equipped with a new Super Solidarity Team skill for agility-type Japanese players, plus 20% stats for teammates with 5 or more agility-type Japanese players. This is great for those that were not able to complete the full 60% during the 3rd anniversary campaign. His passive matchup win bonus grants him 10% stats when Tsubasa wins a matchup, and can be stacked up to 2 times for a total of 20%. His main skill, Unstoppable Overhead Kick, is rather mediocre and misleading. It's a S-rank ground shot kept at 475 momentum that requires 435 stamina. Yes, it is not an overhead kick. Both his sub-A ranked skills, Revel Turn and Submarine Defense, are copied from Reval. For his stats, Tsubasa has more total stats than his Rising Sun counterpart at 56.6k, so this should be the stats benchmark for future upcoming characters. With his shot is at 8.8k supported by 6.6k power, Tsubasa only becomes a goal threat with his passive fully active. Tsubasa is not capable interceptor with his intercept at a mere 4.7k, but he thrives in tackling with his 7.4k tackle and ample speed. He does come with a huge stamina pool of 1.2k and 20% reduced stamina consumption. It makes sense to fill up his slots with S-rank skills. For his limit break, we suggest going with the regular attacking build: 25 shot, speed, power, 21 pass, and 4 technique. This should aid Tsubasa in his attacking duties and improve his mobility, capitalizing on his recover ability to help him move around the pitch quickly. Here are Tsubasa's in-match parameters with our suggested limit break, and the figures listed on the right are inclusive of a 20% bonus from his passive. Snowboard Dribble is at 50k force and Golden Duo at 49.2k without his passive included. These figures suggest that Tsubasa might need some luck winning a matchup against most meta players. Assuming that Tsubasa manages to beat 2 players getting his full 20% stats bonus from his passive, his Flash Raiju shot reaches to 85.5k, Skydive shot at 79.8k, and Unstoppable Overhead Kick hits 77.3k force. For his skill build, we suggest replacing a Reval Turn with either S Snowboard Dribble or S Reval Turn, and a Submarine Defense with S Aurora Curtain. Drop him an S golden duo if you have Misaki in your team and finish him up with a flash Raiju shot if you can meet his requirements. Else you can replace it with any of his 490 momentum S rank shots or S rank interceptions for auto intercept enabled team. Aerial shots on Tsubasa will be difficult to pull off, hence they are not recommended. Now to our final thoughts for Tsubasa. We feel that he will be difficult to utilize as he is dependent on his passive being fully active to become a goal threat. His best S rank durable and 1-2 are not great, so getting the full 20% bonus can be rather challenging. He also does not have the right stats allocation or a utility player, so switching his build is not going to do any good. Furthermore, his lack of intercept stats doesn't help in that transition. To close things out, we feel that Tsubasa is only good for his team skill unless the entire team is built around him. Luikal, Universal Post Play, is a member of the Netherlands national team. He tries for post plays and goals with his specialty, headers. He works as a utility player, creating an attack trio with Tsubasa and Rivaul in the Spanish derby. Luikal is a toughness type Dutch forward playing for the Spanish club Catalunya. For his hidden abilities, he comes loaded with 4 hidden abilities as well. Bond 1.5% stat for his teammates with 3 or more club players. Stats up 2% stats for any version of Club Tsubasa playing alongside Luikal, including São Paulo Tsubasa. High ball request, 80% chance to receive a high ball within the penalty box. And finally, snow cover resistance for some serious PvE action. Luikal pioneers a new team skill type coming in with Super Solidarity all stats plus 20% with 5 or more toughness type club players. This is the beginning of making club teams relevant, so expect more club players to come soon. His passive, Skill Killer, grants him a massive 30% stat boost against skill type players. We feel that this makes Luikal rather situational, although he will be quite deadly against skill type players. His main skill, Smashing Header, is capped at 475 momentum and costs 400 stamina. And his sub S-rank skill, Snap Jumping Volley, is capped at 450 momentum, requiring 380 stamina. The rest of his sub skills are rather low tier A rank skills, not worth elaborating. Luikal's stats allocation looks rather mediocre, with shot being more prominent at 8.2k shot, supported by 7.5k power. It looks average, but he does have a sweet 1.25 multiplier bonus from being very good with high balls. He comes with ample stamina at a total of 1.1k, but is not particularly fast. There is really only one way to limit break Luikal for now, so we suggest going with 25 dribble, 25 shot, 25 speed, and 25 power. He does not have much skills to choose from, limiting his limit break variations, so he won't be particularly successful with anything besides headers. For his parameters, nothing really catches our eye in particular, except for his header parameters at 16.7k. However, against skill-type players, Luikal shines with most of his parameters above 11k. Do note that figures shown are inclusive of our suggested limit break. His smashing header is 79.4k, and assuming if he matches up with a skill-type player, that figure soars beyond comprehension, above 100k. Currently, none of the skill-type goalkeepers stands a chance against Luikal's header. For our final thoughts, we think that Luikal, being a spin-off of Patrick Kluivert from the Catalunya Legends banner, also only exceeds in headers. However, Luikal is deadly against skill-type players in the box, while Kluivert is actually more versatile. We are certain that Luikal will become more relevant in the future when more skills are released, but for now we can't justify pulling for him due to his limitations. Luikal Grandios, top team's trusted skipper, is a skill-type Spanish defensive midfielder that plays for Catalunya. He acts as a deep-lying playmaker, making precise and measured passes to his teammates, earning the nickname Shadow Ruler. Grandios is fully loaded out with 5 hidden abilities: Bond, plus 1.5% stats for his teammates with exactly 3 agility type non-Japanese players. Direct Hotline Grandios, forward or AM teammates get a plus 2% stat bonus for their next action after receiving a pass from Grandios. An extremely annoying special skill block, 100% chance to block one special skill of your matchup opponents. Stat handicap resistance, 3% reduction to debuff against his teammates. Finally, snow cover resistance for some, again, PvE action. Grandios comes with new Super Solidarity Team skills for skill type non-Japanese players, plus 20% stats with 5 or more skill type non-Japanese players. His passive mid-area master grants him a 20% stat boost within a limited area in the center of the pitch. His main S-rank skill, Ruler Pass, is capped at 465 momentum and requires 235 stamina per use. And his sub-S-rank skill, Insight Interception, capped at 420 momentum, is weaker than most mid-tier interceptions, but not the worst. For his stats, he is definitely not a well-balanced player looking at his stats allocation. His technique aspect is quite impressive with his pass, intercept, and technique all above 7k, but not so great in other departments. He's not particularly fast as well with only 5.7k speed. For his limit break, due to Grandios' lack of skill support, we suggest going with 25 pass, intercept, speed, and technique. This is the best option for now since he's weaker when it comes to dribble and tackle. In the future, you can consider the utility builds depending on what S-rank skills are released for him. Assuming Grandios is in mid-area, he shines with his pass and intercept above 15k. His Ruler Pass is almost unstoppable at almost 73k force, and Inside Interception reaches 63.1k, which might be able to bully weaker dribbles. But if you exclude Grandios' exceptional pass and interception stats, his in-match parameters does not look too pleasing. Grandios is new, so there isn't a skill build section for him. Now onto our final thoughts for Grandios. He is an extremely predictable player due to his stats being so unbalanced. But with that being said, only a handful of players from the current meta stands a chance of taking down his pass. Furthermore, as a defensive midfielder, he will be matching up with offensive players most of the time. We feel that Grandios has a lot of potential and is the better one among the featured characters from this banner. As good as we feel he is, we are still hesitant about pulling for him as club teams requires quite some time to return to his glory. Oof! After a long and exhausting anniversary campaign full of strong players, this banner doesn't look very enticing. But as more club players get released, these players might get their time to shine in the future. Anyways, they will be included in the regular gacha pool, so there's no real hurry to get them now. Finally, we hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we thank you so much for taking your time watching this video. Smash the like button and leave us a comment if you want me to voice more of these videos. Once again, this is Suckle. You guys have a nice one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.